guys here in Salt Lake at the Salt Palace for the Western Hunting Conservation Expo. Should be a good time. Got a bunch of podcasts lined up in the initial descent booth. Be running around checking out some of the gear. Yeah, let's do this.
I think when you said the word service stands out to my mind, and when I talk to people, through public speaking and people that are struggling, I get a lot of people who say I'm struggling with depression. They kind of know my story, how I went through the same thing, and I think the best remedy for that kind of stuff, suicide and depression, is to serve others, and that's just kind of, I think all of us, know that is one of the key principles in life, is to serve other people.
So for me, I honestly think you just got to pick a drive or something that's, a goal, an achievable goal, and maybe even a high level goal you may never hit, but you always got to reach for that. And for me, it was my family. Married.
It is. And I think the number one thing that these guys don't realize is that they're given the divine purpose of helping us gain perspective.
Absolutely.
And that's it's so important. As much as we think that we're helping them out, and again, it doesn't take a ton of work to help them out. You just go out there, and for most of them, it's just camaraderie. You're just keeping them company and assisting them as needed. But we learn and we gain so much from them that, and you can't even talk about it without getting choked up. You can't talk about it because it's hard to describe, but it helps you put your life in perspective. You're sharing your passion with somebody who already has that passion, and you're just giving back and forth constantly during these adventures and outings.
And stuff like that, because there are people that probably should hear it. And it may not be my opinion, or it may not be something that I'm facing currently in life, but it might be something that I see with friends of mine or anything else. And I feel like if I'm going through it, or somebody close to me is going through it, then there's other people that could probably use it.
Benefit from it.
And I've had some really rough and hard times, to be honest with you. And a lot of my life, actually, we get lost in the hustle and bustle of life. I mean, we look around this trade show right now. I mean, there's so many people out here, and they're so focused on one thing or next, they might forget. And I don't know, if you had come across something that touches you, you might as well talk about it.
That's it. Yeah.
And if I could make one person notice what they're doing or anything like that, then I did something good. So
I just love to hunt. I just think there's just something magical about being in the mountains. And being in the backcountry, it's just awesome. It's it's God's country, man. It's God's handiwork, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it is. As soon as you,
I'm similar to Curtis. I do everything. I try to find something to do all year round, whether it's shed hunting, predator hunting, whatever it is. Actually, and he didn't even say that. He's a killer when it comes to fox and bobcats. So check out his Instagram page. It's pretty impressive. But elk and deer really is where it's at. And I guess the reason for me is that's where I can really go with my family. I'm here at this expo today with two of my brother-in-laws that I go hunting with every single year. And that I think that's really what it is for me, is being able to be with the people that I love being with and enjoy being with and have fun with. And
responsibility. I mean, if you look around this showroom, this convention center we're in, that's 99% of the people, man.
Yeah.
Hunting family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
God, our lands. It's a powerful thing, man.
Yeah.
It's a powerful
That's what drives
thing.
us. That's what should drive us.
Heck yeah.
Is the responsibility to feed your family, care for your family, and provide the best life that you can for them.
That's it.
Yeah. So when you lose track of that, you lost your whole soul.
There's not.
I'm like, I'm just in the hunt with my wife. We just started doing that, and then getting the kids out there. I don't know, it's something I look forward to every year. And I've been fortunate, like I told Kristen here before we came, or maybe it was on the plane, I don't remember. I said, you know what, if I die tomorrow, I'm super happy with how fortunate I've been on the hunts I've been on. I mean, I can't complain one thing. I wish I'd have done that. I wish I'd have done this. But now I got to look forward to is watching her hunt more, and even the kids. The kids, I'm like watching them shoot the both shooting deer this year. One with antelope, a couple deer.
So much tablets and all of that stuff. It's
all the
nice.
Distractions.
Yeah, all the distractions of what is actually important in life, and to us, it's our family and our friends and our relationships, and so it's just really easy to really accentuate that when you're in the outdoors.
Oh, it's
I'm
crazy.
just like you, just trying to, spread the love and trying to be positive and do good things, right? Help other people grow myself, and the rising tide lifts all ships, and I believe in that, and I believe in lifting others, and that's how we raise ourselves.
That.
When good people in the industry are doing the right things, it's easy to fist pump somebody and pass on the favor. Pass on. It's not a tick for tack deal, right? It's just pass the love on, man. We all just stick together and make it go in this world.
Make it a better place.
That's right. Make it a better place.
I kind of identify, like, man, our hunting culture, and I came from a place where my grandpa was a logger, my dad was a logger. These are guys that got up early. They didn't know, this industry that we're in here, they didn't know anything about it. To them, it was about filling the freezer, going out and doing the pastime of the generation before and the generation before. And I looked at it as I was getting into this, I'm like, man, we're in trouble. Either from the ballots, from the political side, from people wanting to shut us down. It was very, very important to me that my kids get to hunt, my kids' kids get to enjoy the same thing. And I want to kind of protect our hunting heritage. So,
overall, the hunting community is just full of great people.
That's it.
Hardworking, just great people.
Yes, sir.
So it's not hard to grow here. Where we really want to be is that where somebody, a veteran, says, I'd love to know how to hunt and fish, let me contact Switching Camo.
Hey, we're human, right? We mess up. Like, okay, did a hunt go wrong in Africa that the wrong animal got taken? Yeah, let's showcase that. Let's not be afraid to do that. But also at the same time, let's be vulnerable in who we are, because vulnerability elicits emotions, it elicits...
You need to share what you're going through, because there are so many more out there that are in that same battle, that are in that same fight. And maybe you sharing can help them. And yeah, you're exactly right. The outpouring from people. I had a couple of beasts.
Oh, no question. And those are the kind of things that shape people into who they are.
Yes, sir.
Those are that is the stuff that separates the good hunters from the great hunters, and not just hunting, but in life in general.
Yes, sir.
It's that life lesson, and you don't get that from unless you do it from experience, man. And those experiences are what gather it. It's that little bit. Yeah, it's gonna suck. There's gonna be some portions where you're like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
This is the worst thing ever. But then you get through those and you dig down deep and you push through those. There's a little bit more in you that you're able to push through, own up to things, figure it out, embrace it, and man, it pays off in life.